Does anybody actually know what the like verb version of dissolution would be? Does anybody know what that is? Because I was racking my brain. Is it dissolve? Would it be dissolve? We're dissolving some urban myths. That's the plan. I played the demo for this game a little while ago, and I really enjoyed it, and I saw it on sale, so I picked it up. So we have already played, like, the first part in a different stream, but I will probably end up playing through it again. We'll see. This is a work of fiction. The organization's businesses and characters depicted are all fictitious. Something about some other stuff, probably auto-saving. Yeah, you know, don't close the game while it's saving. We all know that. Oh no. Why now? Why here? There's something here. Hide, Azami! Three days ago. Yeah, so I believe the demo is just the first part of this particular thing. So we're gonna end up playing through that again, but I don't mind. I don't remember everything that happened, and I'm sure there are people who haven't seen that stream. Anomaly checkup. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Is this the place? Hello, I'm looking for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Business call. I've always seen weird things ever since I was born. And I was hoping they might be able to help? Center's down that elevator. 4 floors deep. I hope they can fix me here. Fucking level 4 basement. Hello? Ah, I see. You saw our poster while shopping and came here seeking our help. And now you have a problem you want solved as soon as possible. Why, yes, but how did you... Ugh! Your gaze is focused somewhere just behind me. You see it, don't you? Miss Azami Fukurai. That's me, but how do you know my... I, too, happen to see as you do. Thanks to this strange power. Who am I, you wonder? Ayumu Meguriya, Center Director. First, let us identify what you're seeing. Identify? These might help clear things up. Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Eating up your fucking Wednesdays now, you stupid purple fuck. I've always been streaming on Wednesdays. I will consume all of your days. What are these glasses? The ghost behind you suddenly looks a lot more clear. As I said, they help you focus. Not games you were watching, that's fair. Now, Mrs. Ami, about the things you're seeing. They are different from ghosts, as in spirits of deceased individuals. They're not ghosts? Also, it looks like it's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Looks a little loud. Indeed. You might call it clairvoyance. Vestiges of persons and objects that existed are retained everywhere. You are probably visualizing them in some way. I see? Simply put, you can see people and things that were there before. But seeing them better isn't really helping. Take some hot sauce off that, good girl. What? Oh, you're just flipping it. I was like, why are you mentioning hot sauce? She does not want to put some hot sauce on that bad boy. She wants to do the opposite, in fact. You see them in focus by wearing these special glasses. This proves that your power is indeed clairvoyance. You said it was too loud? Oh. I did not consider loudness and spiciness to be analogous. And could you perhaps help me deal with this clairvoyance? We could indeed. Here, at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, we work as a detective agency for anomalies, which handles cases beyond the capabilities of regular law enforcement. Decrease the increase? Something, that sultry little bitch in the bottom left. Do you also plan to play the new psychological horror game Tsunagari Chess School? I've never heard of that, so I had not planned on it. Upon official request, we could certainly support you in figuring out your clairvoyance. Then please do something about these things I'm seeing. Screenshot from Messenger Z originally. Is it really? That's so funny. All in due time. Let's get you in a seat first so you can relax a bit. No, I know this bit. This was in the demo. That's a trap. Don't sit in the chair. You're gonna get so pranked. Oh, right. Slowing down, sitting down. Oh my god. Fully fucking pranked. A plus stream title. Yeah, I thought of it. I was like, this is awesome. I gotta do this. Ow! Oh, of course. Huh? What just happened? That chair is said to bring death to those who sit in it. A terrible curse indeed. What? Cursed chair. I had placed it there for research. How careless of me. So what happens now? You sat in it, so you either figure things out, or just die. Let us undo the curse that just hit you. Yes, please! I believe I kept a research file on this chair somewhere. With my limited mobility, it may take too long for me to get to it. We're looking for a research file? Then I won't die, right? I'll look for it, and I'll find it. I'm powerless to assist, as you can see, but the file should be in this very room. Let me know when you find it. Understood. File coming right up. Chair. Actually, I wonder if this is meant to be played with a controller. It doesn't look like there's much pointing and clicking like I thought there might be. We got controller support? It appears that we do. Do you think this dude is a Char? Just from what I know from the demo, I would absolutely say this dude is a Char. No idea what I'm even looking for. Kunio Yanagita, Kumagusu Minakata, Shinobu Orikuchi, Shigeru Mizuki. Folklore studies? Am I pronouncing these names right? Me every time I read a name on stream, to be honest. It's like, am I actually pronouncing this right? The Legacy of Miss Ripper. How not to meet your doppelganger. Warmer, at least? Oh, this book has a mark on it. The Dangers of Snake Venom. Hemotoxins from venomous snakes break down proteins. This can cause necrosis in muscle tissue and may warrant special attention. Way too complicated for me. But it's unrelated to urban myths. Why is this book even here? Is this the medical section? Depression, oppression, and liberation. Caring for schizophrenia. Sounds complicated. Maybe somewhere else? Shaping your happiness. Surefire tips for building rapport. Occult Great Reset. All sorts of books here. But I'm not finding this research file anywhere. I should check with the director. New objective. Activate sprint button. I need you to book it across this room. The bookshelves are full of occultish titles. You're coming with me to the laundry room? Let's go, laundry room. Put me on the fucking washer so I can rattle around. But I can't seem to find the research file. I see. In that case, I suggest you put on those glasses I handed you earlier and try again. But when I wore these glasses earlier, it felt like my ghost sight got turned up. It's unfortunate that I no longer remember where I placed that file. I suppose I'll have to try searching myself. Let's hope we won't be too late. Wait, what happens to me if we are too late? I'll put the glasses on and use this clairvoyance or whatever to find the file. Director-san? Yes? Do I look pale? I'm feeling kind of queasy. Considering this room is rather dark, you look healthily pale. Okay. Glasses button. Here goes. Ugh, I'm definitely seeing this. This place has ghosts too, or rather, people and things that were here before, or something. They used to be fake shapes, but now I see them much more clearly. I'm shaking, but I might find something near that shadow. Right? Right. Now or never. I'm gonna look at this one. Ugh, I knew I saw a ghost behind the director. Wearing these glasses makes me see it even more clearly. I'm having trouble talking to him with these glasses on. I should take off the glasses when we need to talk. We got any more ghosts in here? No, just these two. There's a flickery ghost touching one of the books. Some papers are stuck inside. Could this be a research file? I should show it to the director. I do like that the music changes when you put on the glasses and take them off. It's a nice touch. I think it's this one. Ah, fantastic. Your power is indeed similar to mine. You have the power to see it all. So I'm saved now. How do you undo the curse? I don't know. Huh? The file didn't mention anything about uncursing, only that those afflicted by the curse would all suffer from lower body necrosis. Necrosis? What's that? Simply put, they rot away. Rot away? What should I even do? When you sat down, did you feel anything on the chair? What I felt? I did feel a jab or something, I think. I see. That might warrant another look at the chair itself. You may find clues as to the nature of the curse. I'll go check. Gotta keep trying. Examine the chair. I thought this was here for guests. Why did I sit on something like that? And why leave such a thing lying around anyway? I felt a jab when I sat down. This chair is old. Some parts have splinters sticking out. Did one of these jab me when I sat down? I should mention this to the director too. I love found a clue. Jabbed by a splinter question mark. When I sat in this chair, I felt a jab on my behind. Though it's an old chair, so it's probably just a splinter or something. I see. But that's not really worth mentioning, is it? Sorry. Will I die from this curse? No need for such distress. Why not savor this rare moment? How could I possibly? Miss Azami, let's try to think of a hypothesis. A hypothesis? Randomly collected information is rarely of substantial merit in itself. What kind of information have you gathered? Let me see. Previously cursed people rotted away from their lower bodies. I was jabbed in the bum by a splinter. Oh my, I honestly have no clue. Compare potential explanations from those two pieces of information, and focus on the most likely possibility. It's alright, you can do this. Compare possibilities from the collected information, focus on one? Not sure I understand, but I'll give it a thought. Let's think things over for a bit. So these, I really like how these are formatted. Mostly because it really reminds me of, The Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a game I fucking adored. Let me offer a hint to get you started. Director-san? According to my research, victims who sat in the chair all rotted away from their lower bodies. Which means people who sit down are cursed and their bodies start rotting? Yes. However, you mentioned feeling something when you sat down. When I sat, I felt a jab, like from a splinter. That pain was real. Next, choose the most likely explanation from among the possibilities. We need to reach a hypothesis. Understood. In the chair's seat, that jabs you with a needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. Maybe there's a mechanism in the chair's seat that jabs you with a needle and then injects a necrotizing poison? That might mean if everyone rots away in the same way, maybe it is a poison? And maybe that pain I felt was a needle or something? I see. It seems you have a viable hypothesis. Maybe there's something hidden in the seat of the chair. Will I be okay now, then? Once you have a hypothesis, you need to test that theory. I like that she is like, okay, so we figured out what's killing me. Am I cool? Are we good? Am I good now? Am I saved? It's like, no, if your hypothesis is true, you have been poisoned. You need to go to poison control. If your hypothesis is correct, the chair should house some kind of mechanism. I'll check right now. Punches the chair in half. Hey, there's a lid-like thing under the seat part. If there's a clue to what the poison is, maybe we can find an antidote. It's not coming off. There we go. Chair successfully broken. Chair defeated. Miss Azami. I did it, Director-san. Now we find out what the poison is, and... This is rather inconvenient. Although the cursed chair itself is real, the poison actually no longer has any effect. To think you would outright demolish it. Wait, you knew this all along? I thought I was gonna die from that poison. Yet now you're demolishing the chair has changed things rather drastically. Imagine that, a visitor destroying the cursed chair. We'll need you to cover the repair bill. What? I'm so sorry! We had borrowed it for studying. We'll need to restore it. The fee should be around 10 million yen. Wait, that's totally... You said 10 million? I do admit being careless on our end, so about your earlier request, how about you work for us as an investigator and cover the fees with your wages? But I... Please? Once the repairs are covered, we can start working on those troubles of yours. 10 million? Your special power, clairvoyance, will benefit our investigations. We'll make sure to account for that in your wages. Please, guide the Urban Myth Dissolution Center's investigations with your clairvoyance. But there's no way I can do that! I'll just go now. Phone number 070-X400-X404, Inugami University Info Sci, 3rd year. Street address... No, that's my phone number! And why do you know about Uni? I told you I have the power of vision myself. I can find you at any time and collect your debt. This is unreal! Yet, I prefer welcoming you in, rather than pressuring you. Oh my... I'm really sorry for the damage. I'll do what I can. Why is this happening? Because you got owned, basically. Also, you might want to use this. A journal? Yes, for keeping notes on your investigations. Go on, take a look. Oh fuck, it's me! Is this the right page? Many incidents involve complex interpersonal relations. Here, you'll want to note down characteristics and relationships for the people you meet. This is work orientation already! Please try taking notes while we're at it. About what? How about notes on me, to begin with? I see. Killing you. Why killing me? The director's characteristics. Some kind of power similar to mine. What was it? Vision. I'm the chair. I mean, the chair is dead. We successfully murdered the chair ourselves. We are no longer under threat from the chair. Because of that power, I somehow ended up working here. A university student with an unlucky tendency to get in trouble, stressed by the ghostly figures that haunt the edge of her vision. Went seeking the Urban Myth Dissolution Center's help, hoping to cure these visions, but vandalized the cursed chair and picked up some hefty debt. Agreed to work at the center as a field investigator to help repay everything. Vision allows Urban Myth Dissolution Center director to see everything from a distance. Knew about my clairvoyance power, gave me a pair of glasses, and gave me this journal. But also pressures me to pay back my debt in a passive-aggressive way. Kinda scary. The emojis! Dissolution. I wanna click on Dissolution. I guess that's not an option. Database. I love the entry for hypothesis. You have your journal now. How about we take a quick break? A quick break? Not breaking chairs or my will this time? First of all, we're going to brief you on the basics about the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Okay. What are urban myths, anyway? It's the totality of information output leading to the never-ending debate on why such things... Way too fast. An hour. And that's just a quick overview. You should now have the minimal required knowledge to be able to process urban myths. Some of it is seared into my memory, like the passion in your eyes and voice. I'm glad to hear it. Whenever in doubt in the field, your memory of me should prove helpful. I've only scratched the surface, but in due time. Well then, let's get you started on the investigations. Like right now? Yes, indeed. You should be perfect for this case. Huh? This shit is like crack to me. People talk to me about Sasquatch and I bust a fucking nut. This request is about curbing the damage being caused by a certain urban myth. Jasmine, who you'll have met upstairs, handles our on-site investigations. The lady with the hair buns? Skill sets vary from person to person. She tends to get bored with the finer details. You should be a much stronger match with the investigation's needs. Oh, okay. Kindly find Jasmine up top and ask her to brief you. She already has the overview for this case. I see. All set, Mrs. Ami. It's a pleasure to be working with you. Looking forward to paying back my dues. Put some respect on her name, Azami. That's my wife. Hey. I thank you for earlier. Let me introduce myself. Yeah, not interested. Just heard from the boss man. Azami Fukurai, yeah? Let me think. Zami. Zami? Yasumi Tomorigi. I go by Jasmine. Yasumi. Jasmine. You get it? Yasumi Jasmine. I guess? What? Understood, Jasmine. You're an on-site investigator for urban myths, too? So, that's all you. I just drive you around. Deal? Seriously? Director again. Uh-huh. Stop the damage from an urban myth. And I need to teach you how to do social media research as well? Why me? Anyway, get in. We'll talk on the way. Understood. I like how this girl is in university, but didn't know what a hypothesis was. Oh fuck, it's Giovanni from Pokemon. Prepare to doom scroll with intent. This is not in my job description. Sorry? Nah, it's okay. Again, it's that boss man making others do all the work. Anyway, about the social media research business. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. So we look things up to track rumors and such. Track rumors? Checking for rumors that hint at urban myths around posts that stand out. Any comments that might spread rumors in questionable ways. That's basically what social media research is for. Tracking rumors. Social media research. Oh, taking notes, huh? Go on and give it a try. I'll back you up. Should you be backing me up while you're driving? Shut up. I'm the driver. Understood. Thank you very much, Jasmine. Yeah. Bossman's notes say, it all started from this Aiko person's account. For starters, check how far the rumor's spreading. Look at her frills, you know, she's sheltered and probably in university for, like, botany or something, cottage core. Well, botany is a science. You would have to have scientific, like, you would have to have good grades in science to get into a botany course. Actually, give me a sec, I'm gonna grab more cranberry juice. Because I am fiending for some more beverage. Or be rich. I guess. How far it's spreading? And all urban myths come from rumors. Gotta cut to the core first. Do you think I'd be able to? Choose the posts and read them to me. I'll be able to comment at least. I should just read out each and every post. Anyway, start by tracking down the source of the info. Pinpoint claims of anomaly sightings. Understood. I mean, that's... it's telling me to go to this one. I'm like, that's it right there. Huh, it's blowing up. I wonder why this is trending so much. It's the content for sure, but maybe also the account itself. What's up? You're burning a hole through that pic. This photo looks familiar for some reason. Could just be your mind playing tricks on you. I sound like fucking Squidward. COVID brings us all so low. Terrifying anomaly appears. Oh, yep. That's a creature. Jasmine, you should look at this. Whew, would you look at that? Is that a ghost? No idea. Bossman would be thrilled if it is. Who needs useless police? They don't understand what it's like to be a victim at all. I've also been treated horribly by the police before. I wish they do work that shows they actually care. It's a Reaper from Infamous. True. Is that a guy? That's horrible. Is this all set up? Who knows? Man. Something wrong? The sign showing through the window, unique landmarks. Would it be okay to use your post on our website? I suppose it's scary either way. Gotta check on site. Meow for my amusement. Ahem. Wait, sounds ominous. Happened faster than I expected. These letters are wiggling. That's so scary. Mio, could that be... You know her? She might be someone I know. Wait. What? Cut out the sudden screams. Some of the letters seem to be moving, though I can't see clearly. Maybe I should look through the glasses. What's going on? The letters are popping out. Huh? Say what? The letters, Mio's place, are popping out of the screen. No idea what you mean. Is it because you want to search for Mio's place? Searching. Yes, good idea. Where and how would I do that? Have you never held a phone before? The letters are popping off. They're pogging. The letters are going crazy. See the search box near the top? Pick the search terms from there. Yes. Recap time. Browse for search keywords and important information. Pick the search terms from the search box. Also check new posts in the timeline that turn up from searches. That's social media research in a nutshell, okay? Okay, I'll try selecting the search keywords. Oh no, I think this really is Mio's place. So it is your friend's? I think so. Think so is not enough to go on. Wow, they are moving. It wasn't my eyes. Is this trying to tell me which words I should be searching for? My power. I wonder what it actually is. Anyway, I should try searching for rumors and fakes. There's an apartment name. This is definitely my friend's place. Your very first case involves someone you know. Not the luckiest recruit in town, are you? The director told me I'd be good for this case. That's why it was assigned to me? Fuck. You're all being led to think there's a random rumor or fake, or a petty case. If it's a ghost, we can exorcise it, but if alien life forms are behind this, we're all doomed. What's going on here? Kind of subdimension back to back with petty rumors. Couldn't this be Uncle Tiny? Excuse me, what? Huh? You don't know about Uncle Tiny? No, so the one in the photo is Uncle Tiny? Don't think so, since that one doesn't look too tiny. I'll show you the center's files later. What was its name? There was a monster or something just like this. You know that one? Yeah, what? This is Plasma. Plasma can explain everything. There is nothing to be afraid of, except Plasma. Demon in a robe. Huh? Brand new urban myth right there. Oh my god, that's her name. Oh, so the lady's name was Loeb? Robe? Hence the reference? This is terrible. She's my friend. So we're heading to your friend's place, yeah? Lead the way. Yes. So, how's it looking? But if it's to save a friend, with your help, the investigation feels doable. Remember, I just drive you around. Oh, of course. I'll be quick on the pickups and back you up. You get to handle the legwork. Legwork. I'm on it. Mio's place. So this is the Docs girl's place. First thing we need to do is identify which urban myth is involved in this case. Once it's identified, we'll know the cause and we can counter it. Identifying the urban myth first. So far, the anomaly's unknown. We don't know the motive either. So go say hi to those two and talk to them. Then check out the room and collect some info. Say hello first. And investigate the room. Noted. Are you okay, Mio? Asami, why are you here? After a certain turn of events, I'm working part-time at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I couldn't believe it when I heard you were the client. Same here. But why? The police didn't help you? They listened to me at the police station and came to check on my room. But since nothing was stolen and they didn't find any leads, they did a quick search and then just left. That's terrible. So then you contacted the center? That's right. When I went to the police station, I saw a poster for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I thought, if anyone, these special investigators might believe us. Oh, I saw the same poster. You investigate ghosts and such, right? Aiko saw something, that's for sure. Listen, Azami, I really need your help. You can trust me. You'll be okay, Mio. I'm new on the job and not super sure of myself, but I'll help you in any way I can. I'm so glad you're here to help. I feel much safer. I'm counting on you, Azami. Yes, I'm on it. Mio, which faculty are you studying at again? I'm keeping notes on this case and like to ask you a few questions. Yes, of course. Mio Sato, 23 years old, Inugami University, Human Sociology, 3rd year. The incident is trending online. Could you give me a rough idea of what happened? Okay, I'm still pretty confused though. Something suddenly appeared in my room. I didn't notice at first, but Aiko did. She helped me get out. Something suddenly appeared in your place? You'd locked the door, right? Yes, I'm always careful to check the door, so I'm sure. How could it get in? I'm so scared. Do you remember what that thing looked like? I don't know. We rushed out of the room, but I've also felt like I was being watched for a while now. What? This is an old apartment, so something may be up. Asami, can I count on you to find out? Yes, I'll try. For one, there's a giant hole in the ceiling, right above us. Do you see it? I should make a note about Mio, too, in my journal. Mio Sato, resident of the room where the incident occurred. Mio's my friend at uni. Yes, my friend from the same uni. Oh, is that it? Pretty university student, originally from a small town. We became friends when Mio lost her student card, and I, without realizing it back then, found it for her with my clairvoyance. Mio's very tidy and will be annoyed if you're messy and don't put stuff back where they're supposed to be. AI-generated woman. Oh, these are long. You guys done anything creative lately? I've fallen into a bit of a slump and haven't been able to come up with much. I'm a little late to the party, but I've been practicing making AI-generated art. If you feed the AI keywords to match your vision of the piece, it'll draw it for you. So I tried it out a few times and ended up with a picture of this woman pursing her lips and glaring at me. I probably shouldn't say things like this, but you know, she was kind of creepy. I changed my keywords a bit and tried again, but I just got the same woman as before. I tried changing all kinds of things. Her hairstyle, pose, body type, even her personality. But for some reason, the AI kept drawing the same woman. I got this scary feeling that she was somehow attached herself to me and just closed the program without thinking. I started to imagine that if I kept generating pictures, eventually that woman was going to come right out of the screen. If you guys ever try making AI-generated art, I'd behoove you not to let some creepy AI-generated woman get attached to you. Uncle Tiny. Oh, this guy is tiny. I was walking around K-City near S Station one day looking for a place to get lunch. I was at a crosswalk waiting for the light to change and I noticed something out of the ordinary. A public payphone with the receiver just hanging off the hook. I suddenly got this urge to put it back in its place, you know? But as I opened the payphone door and reached for the receiver, I noticed a tiny mouse stuck to it. My hand had already closed around it before I could stop myself, and I froze, trembling. But when I opened my hand and looked closer, I saw this little old man. We were both frozen in surprise, but when he met my gaze, he suddenly panicked. He jumped off the receiver, landed on the phone book, and scampered down the telephone pole. He crawled under the gap in the phone book and booth and legged it towards a nearby taiyaki restaurant. What the heck was that about? Apparently, this old fogey is quite the common sighting, especially among celebrities and artists. You know, I'm something of an artist myself. Fucking Uncle Tiny. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai, Mio's friend. We're here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center to investigate the case. Thank you for having us. You're her friend? I didn't know. Mio said she found a detective agency for anomalies, but I had doubts you existed until you showed up. But anyway, the police aren't doing much, so I guess we'll cooperate. Please help Mio. She needs it. Is it okay if I call you Aiko-san? Of course, Mio calls me Aiko-san too. Talk to me casually, like friends. Oh, thank you. Could you tell me your age and profession? You sound like the police. Putting you in the washing machine and then feeding you to Dottie. I don't know who Dottie is. Why are you feeding me? Why are you feeding me to a creature? A beast of some variety? Aiko something, 29. I wasn't paying attention. Dorothy. Well, don't feed me to Dorothy. She's not even gonna, like, I'm just gonna get stuck in there. I work as a sort of job hunting consultant, bridging students and companies. Also, temp staff coordination, leveraging all those connections. I'm feeding the washing machine to her. Oh. You're an entrepreneur? I guess. You're at GamiU too? GamiU? Yeah, I'm a third-year information science major at Inugami University. We're schoolmates. How lovely to hear. I think we'll have plenty to talk about. Yes. New friend acquired, probably. Can I ask you about your relationship with Mio? Mio's in Oki-sensei's human sociology seminar, right? I studied under Oki-sensei too in the same seminar. I'm working as a job hunting consultant, so Oki-sensei introduced me to Mio. I've been helping her and we grew closer as friends. I see, that's why you knew each other. I'm happy to meet someone from my alma mater. Feel free to call me if you ever need a helping hand. About this incident, please tell me what it was that you saw. Last night, I was talking with Mio and lost track of the time. She agreed to let me stay over, so we set up cushions on the rug. You were gonna sleep on the floor? Yes, it's Mio's home, so I wasn't gonna steal her bed, was I? The moment we turned off those lights to sleep, I felt a presence in the room that wasn't us. The moment you turned the lights off? Were they hiding until then? I think Mio was still unaware at that point. Mio and I tried to leave the room without turning the lights back on. We made it out the door, somehow. I told Mio to run to the police as there was someone in the room. Could you tell me in detail about what you saw in this room? In detail, let me see. The time was just before midnight or so. I was so scared, I didn't get a good look, but it didn't look human. When I was closing the door, the shadow loomed up as if from the floor. If we were a moment too late, I can't imagine where I'd be. A shadow that didn't look human? That shadow must be an anomaly then. But where did it appear from? That's still unclear. I should note this down too. The shadow that suddenly appeared. This photo of the shadowy monster looks like a man somewhat. Terrifying, isn't it? Did you turn around and take this as you ran away? I was way too scared for that. Mio ran for the cops and I opened the door just a bit and quickly took a pic. But once I did, the guy disappeared. Disappeared? Just like that? More or less, he was gone before I knew it. I see. Duly noted. Thank you for your help. Famous big sis figure. I should write about Aiko-san in my journal. Aiko's Shimizu, who works as a job hunting consultant. She took the same uni seminar that Mio's in, which means she's... older uni friend. Most known big sis. Well known. Famous big sis. Yep, that's it. It's my first time meeting her, but since she went to the same uni, I feel like we'll get along. That's an insane statement. A graduate from Inugami University, the same school that Mio and I go to, and a hardworking big sis figure. Runs a job hunting consultancy and temp staff business. When she stayed over at Mio's place and was about to sleep, Aiko-san noticed an unsettling presence. We can see the billboards on the buildings across the street. 4th floor here. Tons of books and trinkets on the shelves. Online shopping boxes piled up top. Boxes of clothing and luggage, not much space. Maybe room for one person? This is the unit bathroom. Glasses time. Oh. Yikes! What is this? They look like legs? Touch it! Ew! I can't seem to actually touch it. It feels so weird. What exactly is this shadow? I should think about it once we have more clues. I should note this, too. Shadows seen through clairvoyance. Oh, fuck, a goober. A ghost! But according to the director, my power is clairvoyance, and I'm seeing what happened in the past. So this isn't a ghost. Not a ghost. How could it not be a ghost? But if I'm seeing something, then something was here? Whoa. It's terrible. I feel like the shadow's watching me. It keeps jabbing its little fork hand at me in a threatening fashion. Need to take a closer look. This shadow looks human. It's wearing something. A hoodie? Discuss about haunted spirit. Sup? I see a haunted spirit. Jasmine, how do you usually go about investigating on site? Usually? Ask those who encountered anomalies about what they saw and things like that. Enough leads and you start to see the rough shape of the urban myth. The shape of the urban myth. Who saw what, when, and how, and all that. You start to get what the urban myth is about. And then you suddenly get a call from the boss man. I guess it's because of his see-all vision or whatever, yeah? Wow. With that vision, watching everywhere I go? You okay or what? Basically, when you're on site, gather clues and boss man knows. So your job here is to dig up info on the case. That's all there is to it. Okay. I see a haunted spirit. Imagine imagine being a ghost and then another ghost starts haunting you. Like, the fucking gall. Jasmine, I'm seeing something that looks like a haunted spirit. What are those shadows that show up with these glasses? Don't see them. No way I'd know. It's scary because their forms are fuzzy. I can see them but not touch them. Aren't most monsters in urban myths kinda that way? A bit clearer than ghosts with ridiculous goals or messages. What are these things I'm seeing? Hey, don't ask me. You figure it out. Let's think things over for a bit. What am I seeing with this clairvoyance power anyway? They look like ghosts, but consider. Suppose this shadow actually exists and acts similarly to humans. If it acts like us, I'd want to know how the shadow showed up. Let's think about that for a bit. Maybe there's a route that leads in somewhere within the room. Maybe there's a route that leads in somewhere within the room. Yes, I should try to focus on how it got inside the room. Man or monster, that should show us who or what they are. Look for possible points of entry. Points of entry. A regular, everyday, mundane door. Lock and chain, fully functional. Wrong one. Mio mentioned being careful about checking that her door is locked. Mio's really diligent, unlike me. I can't picture her forgetting to lock up. I should snap a pic here, too. Looks pretty standard. No space for anyone to hide here. I'm here, so might as well snap a shot. On close inspection, the toilet's cover is raised. The seat is raised as well. I remember Mio being the type who's always conscious about this stuff. I should close it for now. The ghoulies grabbed the stream. They better not be. Any secret passages? Of course not. But I can fit pretty easily, so a man could hide here too. Let's get a pic of this too, just in case. Boogs. And also shopping boxes. If it was a normal intruder, would they be able to easily climb up so high? I should ask what the police told them. Aiko-san, can I ask you something? That thing you saw looked like a haunted spirit of sorts? Blurry and all, but also tangible? Wasn't it that kind of shadow? Huh? Sorry for this abrupt question. No, it's fine. I'm getting accused left and right of faking this to gain attention. I didn't think anyone would believe me. I thought so. That wasn't a trick of the light or a lie. The thing you saw was definitely in this room. I'm impressed. I hope you can solve this case for us. Yes. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I hated the way they treated me and stopped listening midway. I think they told Mio something. Understood. Did you hear any noises from somewhere in the room? I don't think so. Oh, by the way, you've been taking pics of this place, right? Can I take a quick look to refresh my memory? Yes, of course. Thanks. She's scrutinizing each pic. Something on her mind? About this one. When did you take it? The toilet lid is raised. This might upset Mio. She's meticulous about these things. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not the one who raised the lid or the seat. Oh well. Mio, a few things? I've been thinking, to find out what that shadow was, we should first figure out how it managed to sneak in. It suddenly appeared, but any idea how it got in? I don't know. Something scary happened to me before, and since then I've been extra careful to check the door, so how could this... It was really sudden, out of thin air even. Can I ask you what happened to you before? If it's okay to ask, that is. Around 2 years ago, I think, someone was kind of stalking me. That was one of the reasons I moved here. Since then, everything was okay until yesterday. I'm really scared. Help me, Asami. This is purely for investigative purposes, but you know, like... Please tell me about any boyfriends, if I may ask. I don't have anyone I'd call a boyfriend. Not currently. No BF now. Noted. Sorry, thanks. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I thought of the same thing and asked them, but they didn't find any evidence around the window or on the balcony. Also, we're on the 4th floor and the road in front is pretty busy. Some places are open until midnight, so they said it's unlikely. I see, makes sense. Window entry unlikely. Noted. Good luck with your investigation. I believe in you, Azami. I've talked to Mio and Aiko-san, and looked around the room, I think. So, getting closer to narrowing down the urban myth? Well... Yeah, not like we could. About that time, though. At this stage, the boss man tends to call. Someone's phone is ringing. See? Right on cue. What? Wait, it's mine? Pick up already. Yes! Hello, this is Zami. Director Megaria here. Well done, Mrs. Zami. Director-san? Cut the formalities, eh? Director or whatever is fine. Yes! Director-san. Thanks to your efforts, the urban myth within this case is taking shape. This may be a good time to identify which one it is. Okay. How should we identify the urban myth? Countless urban myths exist in this world. I believe you've already referenced part of our center's archives. Identification is about finding the correct record for the urban myth that matches this case's specifics. Yet another of my beginner questions, but do we even need to identify what it is? Urban myths tend to be grouped into several categories. A sizable number of them are known to stalk those who encounter them. So if this myth is one of them, Mio might still be in danger? Identification is a step towards adequate prognosis. Surely you agree. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Without further ado, let the identification begin. Thank you all for your patience. I believe you would all prefer a swift resolution, so I appreciate your kind cooperation with our identification process. Please convey to everyone what I just told you. Well, everyone? Our director is here on the phone to guide us through the process. First of all, what exactly is identification? We compare various mysterious occurrences in the field to our center's records. This is to determine which urban myths match the specifics. So identifying helps us figure out what to figure out what to do next. But you don't need to hear our investigation but you don't need to hear our investigation report first? Such is the power of my vision. I am already aware of your investigation results. The director's basically an anomaly himself. Let us begin by laying out what exactly happened here. This started around Mio and Aiko-san. They both encountered a suspicious intruder, correct? That's right. This intruder that they witnessed, the first key factor is whether they really existed. Though pictures were uploaded to social media, do you suspect they're fake pictures? That is not what this is about. People tend to think they saw things that don't exist, and get caught up in that possibility. We need to ascertain this anomaly's existence from objective facts, instead of relying solely upon their accounts. Objective facts? Mrs. Zami, I understand you've already gathered the necessary clues. With your power of clairvoyance. Yes, I think... So, Mrs. Zami, could you kindly recap the clues you found by investigating with clairvoyance? I saw a shadowy figure. I believe that's the entity that made Mio feel watched and what Aiko-san saw. I don't know if it was human or anomaly, but I think something must have been present in that room. Through testimonies and clues from your clairvoyance, you were able to narrow down the rumor. We were able to confirm that some entity was indeed here. Let us focus on what exactly that shadowy figure might have been. Mrs. Zami, I believe you found some form of evidence that said the shadowy figure was present in Mio-san's room. Was there anything that caught your eye? You mean other than the shadow I saw with clairvoyance? Yes, there was a clue you came across while investigating. If you were watching with your vision, you could just tell me? I might not always be around so conveniently, and this is your training day. So let me ask you, Mrs. Zami, where was the evidence of the shadowy figure who supposedly appeared in Mio-san's room? Bathroom. The unit bathroom felt kind of strange. Ah, splendid. What did you feel was strange about the bathroom? The turlet? Let me guess. The toilet seat being upright? Mio's the type who closes the lid, too. There's no way she'd leave the seat up. What matters here is not the toilet seat itself, but the gender constraints it indicates. All the more as the resident had been consistent about handling the lid. Which means the third presence in the room would have been male, a man. Or just, you know, someone who stands to pee. Really could be anybody. What in the what? What would an open toilet lid tell you? A mysterious entity was witnessed as a shadowy figure. It took actions that were clearly divergent from the residents. The seat substantiates this. The indication that the shadowy figure was likely male. Huh? So this anomaly chose to relieve itself? You shouldn't assume what an anomaly would or wouldn't do. Some anomalies cause unsignificant scientific phenomenons, while others act just like humans. Wonderful, this urban myth's traits are seeping out into the light. Director-san, are you enjoying this? Mrs. Zami, your next choice will be vital. Sure? A shadowy figure of male gender appears in your home. When exactly, and from where? I remember Mio saying it appeared out of nowhere. Anomalies are tied to specific locations. There's always something about where they appear. So, Mrs. Ami? Yes. Do you recall who first witnessed the anomaly? Aiko? It was Aiko-san. She saw it when they were getting ready to sleep. Yes, indeed. Mio-san's room had only one bed, so Aiko-san improvised a bed on the floor and was about to lie down. So, Mrs. Ami, do you know where Aiko-san saw the male intruder? Under the bed. Under the bed, I'd guess? Aiko-san would have been trying to sleep just in front of the bed. Brilliant! Exactly. Aiko-san noticed the man hiding under the bed. We have constructed the truth ziggurat. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... the man under the bed. Me when there's a man under the bed, to be honest. The man under the bed? Hey, I know that one. The one with the machete or axe. Hides under your bed with his weapon of choice. Really? Yes, it's a popular urban myth. Possibly originating in the United States. Yes, I think he was holding something. An axe? Might have been. Director-san, what do we do? What could I do? Need to think of something. Yes, about that. This urban myth is difficult to guard against. Huh? Other sightings vary, an initial and only encounter, or another case where it jumped around from victim to victim. The unpredictability of its next action is what makes this anomaly so compelling. Compelling? Mio's in trouble here right now. Tell me what to do already. As I said, this one cannot be countered. So you can head back to the center for now. There's something else we'd like you to work on. Oh? What if it shows up today as well? You seem to misunderstand, Mrs. Ami. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center is an investigational organization focusing on urban myths. We are neither makeshift police nor bodyguards. That is beyond our scope. That's a terrible thing to say. I just wanted to protect Mio. Oh, it's okay, Azami. You don't have to force yourself. We understand your boundaries, so you might want to call it a day. But Aiko-san? Asami, I don't know what to do. Mio? Don't worry, my place is just one station from here. I can show up real quick if anything happens. I'll watch over Mio. One station is like a while, though, if there's a guy with an axe.
Mio, listen. Yes? I'd like you to have this, at least, as a lucky charm. It's a gun. I mean, a letter. It might help you feel more at ease when you're in trouble or worried. Thank you, Azami. I'll read this later.
Well, we should call it a day.
Please rest well, Mio.
And don't get murdered with an axe.
I've rechecked the locks. Should be good. Why is this even happening? Azami, help me. Whew, scared me. Just a call. Who is it? Oh, hello, Aiko-san. Yes. Thank you for your help these last few days. I'm glad I wasn't alone. Oh, no, I know you're busy with work, so please. Yes, all locked, balcony and entrance, the chain's in as well. Yes, bedtime for me. You too.
Yeah, that's a leaving the room situation. If somebody's just like, hey, yeah, this guy might show up again, he'll appear from under your bed and he will have an axe, and you hear a thump under your bed, I don't care how rational you can make it, that is a shit and leave your room situation. That is a go to Aiko's place literally right this instant situation.
Not again?
Yeah, there he is. No! What peppy music?
Beam, beam, goom, boom, doom, boom, goom, beam, goom, doom, boom, goom. Jasmine, this doesn't look good. Looks like the anomaly struck again.
Seriously? Mio call you or what?
No, I can't seem to reach Mio. But I heard from Aiko-san early this morning. She told me Mio had a really rough time again. She'll tell me what happened when I get there, I think.
Well, wait. Is this new mess that bad?
Even worse. Aiko-san and Mio are being flamed on social media again. Mio's really upset about it.
Not sure I get what's going on. But we should probably take a scroll, yeah? Urban myths come out of rumors, right? Might just affect what that dude under the bed does, too. Start by checking social media like before.
Yes. I'll try looking around.
Got a message from the boss, man. So we should start from Aiko-san's account. Nice. Already on it? First thing, let's check what happened to Mio and Aiko. And also why they're being flamed again. That's it. Go for it.
Understood. Snooping around for personal information?
Blowing up again. These two get more attention than the case itself. We should check how far these guys are digging.
Also, why this photo?
I don't get it either. Old photo, maybe? Weird that they post this with all the heat. That's just guy telling them to do yoga. Is Aiko that Aiko? She's still pulling stunts like this?
She's that Aiko, then?
Pretty famous. What a comment, though.
This person doesn't know her either.
Mid-level famous.
There's so much attention on Aiko-san herself.
Your glasses catch anything?
Aiko 5S?
Yeah, that's right. She was well known while using this handle.
So Aiko-san used to be known as Aiko 5S? I should note that down.
Search term acquired.
I think I'm gonna look into Aiko 5S.
Aiko's former account? Yeah, might turn up something. Go for it.
Mio Sato's Mio's full name. If someone posted this to social media, I'm worried that this might lead to some weird rumors.
Yeah, try looking into that too. Why all this sub-posting? But maybe we'll see where the rumor came from.
Maybe so. Need to find something to put out the flames.
I used to watch her on BooTube all the time. Job hunting call station.
From some old article? Man, they're quick.
Is it true she wanted to stir up controversy? It depends on the stunt. Aiko5S had both solo videos and collabs with other streamers. Some of those were really asking for it. As a college group, they had a real kids would be kids kind of vibe. Uh-huh. Used to post vids to BooTube. Super active.
Which led into her current work?
Yeah, kind of faded out from posting vids. I lose interest when they do that, but some will follow their stands wherever they go.
Aiko-san was even on TV.
Wow. Oh yeah, she was a commentator on some info variety show.
I wonder if this is from a uni classmate. Why post Mio's personal details?
Humans. Some just rush ahead without a thought for consequences. Huh.
Bloom 30. If this is really Mio's account, we should look into it. Might tell us where the rumors around her came from.
Guess we should, huh? At least to catch up on what's being said.
Yes.
Thing is, her name isn't that unique, so search hits may be too wide. Look for more keywords that might lead to Mio herself.
I'll try.
Whoa. Flammable, handle with care. Zammy, Mio's your friend, right? Any word from her?
No. I need to see her so we can talk directly. If this is where this rumor started... I hate to do this to Mio, but we should search that word sugar dating too.
Okay, go for it then.
Need to look up true-ish rumors.
Totally boasting about her scores as Bloom 30. Who are these sugar dating success stories for anyway?
Mio.
Well, some role model figures make how-to manuals and such, so that paves the path. I don't care what you do, just pay your taxes. Looks like we've tracked down the rumor's source. You shouldn't just believe all of what's written here. But this might be related to why the anomaly appeared in the first place.
Yes. I wish I could put a stop to all this.
True-ish rumors. Fuck. Sugar dating true-ish rumors. They put a chip in people. Sugar babes are dangerous. Huh? Microchips? What for? Conspiracy 101? Never know where they are. Lady 8 Feet? Sounds like a celebrity or movie star. Never heard of her? Guess there are people like that. Legit monster lady, so tall she can peek into second floor windows. Pretty famous myth. Oh, her tallness and her cool hat. Yippee. Zammy, what you doing? I posted myself for my own account. I had to put it out there. Please don't insult Mio without knowing anything. Give it a rest. Huh? Isn't that just fuel for the fire? I can't just sit and watch while Mio is feeling so much pain. Guess you're the type who only learns from experience. That white knight spirit you got there is fine and all, but you should really think before you act. Wow. Up to you, though. Zammy does what Zammy will. You can wrap up searching the socials. Time to prep for on-site. Understood. I'm feeling so sleepy. I don't know why. Here we go. Yes. I'll ask Mio as much as I can about the stalker and her past. If you go out like that, it'll be way too overwhelming. There are other directions you can look into. Think before you pry. But if you're fine with possibly losing a friend, be my guest. I see. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll be careful. Mio, are you alright? Asami, yes, I'm not hurt or anything. But I was so scared. I'm glad you're safe, at least. I kept thinking if only you'd been there with me yesterday. Asami, I really don't know what to do. I know. I'm sorry. Talk to me when you feel up to it. No pressure, okay? I'm all geared up to help Mio. But what exactly should I look into? Hey, don't ask me. But some stuff you could check out. This anomaly, dude under the bed, is showing up at Mio as like a bad habit. So maybe the anomaly was born from some connection to Mio herself. Affection, jealousy, malice. Many urban myths are born from people's emotions. You might want to poke around that angle. Anyhow, it's up to you. Connections between the anomaly and Mio. Duly noted. Okay, thank you, Jasmine. I'm on it. Yes, definitely room for one person. And I don't see any secret openings or anything. According to the urban myth, he crawls out from under here? I see something. Wait, no. A creepy doll. I don't recall Mio being into that kind of stuff. I should check with her. Bags, accessories, manga, and books fill the shelves. Nothing really unusual. Mio really is a tidy one. Even her shelves are well organized. Securely locked. Don't see any traces of entry. Nowhere to hide on the balcony either. Sorry for not filling you in. Mio isn't hurt, but seems quite upset. So please avoid asking her about sensitive matters. If it helps, I can tell you about what Mio told me. Aiko-san, may I please ask about the details you didn't mention when you called earlier?
What happened to Mio last night after we left? I came to check on Mio this morning and found her passed out. I immediately took care of her, but she's still been in distress ever since. So I listened to her story and then got in touch with you. If he hid somewhere, it'd be here. Don't see anything strange. A sturdy, reliable door chain. Pretty unlikely it's been tampered with. Is this a body? Oh, wait, I'm looking into the past, so... Is this Mio, then? Was she lying here? Is it really Mio? The features are all blurry. It does look like a girl, but I should make sure. Oops. This man-like shadow might be the intruder who scared Mio last night. I should take a closer look at the man's shadow. Speaking of which, it doesn't really look like he's threatening her. Is he just watching? But why? Creepy. Yes, this shadow definitely looks like it appeared from under the bed. But how does something appear from under your bed? I can't even lock them out. How can we prevent this man from showing up? Is this shadow the man who attacked Mio yesterday? Probably, but what's he doing? I know it's not a ghost, but I'm just as scared. I hate those haunted houses where you need to walk through yourself. I always accidentally scroll down because I'm like, that's where I expect it to be. But it automatically shifts it up. I need to gather clues on this man. But it just looks like he's searching the shelves. Sneaking in, going through the shelves for Mio's belongings? Is he interested in Mio herself? Interested? Gross. Are you doing okay, Mio? Asami, could you stay with me? I'll answer anything. I'll do what I can. Yes, I'll be right here. It'll be okay. Don't push yourself too much. There's something I'd like you to look at. Is this yours? Huh? No, that's the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? Under the bed. Goodness, that's so... What exactly is going on, Azami? Maybe it means something... Maybe it means something? I really don't know. Sorry. It's kind of disturbing. I'll hold on to this for now. By the way, the place where you passed out, is it where I'm standing now? Yes, while on a call with Aiko-san and checking the window and door locks one by one. But how did you know? How did I... just a hunch? A bunch of hunches? Is this about the weird things you see that you mentioned before? Yeah, more or less. Any idea who the man under the bed might be? I don't think so. Let's think things over for a bit. What is the man under the bed's purpose? Wait. Maybe there's this... I'm so confused. What is the man under the bed known for? The man under the bed from urban myth. He's said to carry an axe or a machete and likes to kill residents of the room, correct? That's right, he's famous for something like that. But Mio hasn't been physically harmed. In that case, what were the intruder's actual intentions? Maybe he wants to suddenly appear in front of you and scare you. Maybe he wants to suddenly appear in front of you and scare you? From the shadow's movement, that's how it looks to me. Does this mean he actually just has an interest towards Mio? That would mean that the anomaly isn't really the man under the bed. Then again, he's showing up from under the bed in a locked room. Ugh, it makes no sense whatsoever. Aiko-san, do you have a moment? Aiko-san, do you have any idea what the monster that attacked Mio is? The anomaly? A girl as cute as Mio might have caught some creep's eye somewhere, of course. Maybe her ex-boyfriend? She mentioned moving here because her ex started stalking her. Her ex stalked her? But you mentioned it was a monster that showed up, correct? Then maybe not. Well, urban myths can come from obsession, it seems. Thank you for letting us know. Hey, Mio, I kinda heard about your ex-boyfriend from Aiko-san. Okay. Not exactly a secret, but I didn't think it was related. Seems like these anomalies are sometimes born from such people's emotions, so... I just want to check. Would you mind telling me a bit more? Okay. I can share it with you then. It was 2 years ago, I think. We were only dating for a month or so. Don't know if that even qualifies as an ex. He was a control freak. He was the guy who stalked me, like I mentioned yesterday. Could you tell me a bit more about him? Around age 30, medium height and build, said he worked at a famous company and cared a lot for his reputation. Had a lot to say about my daily habits. Certain foods are bad for my health, and so on. He was a clean freak and uptight. Kept insisting I do what he said, so I got scared. I see, that's why you broke up after a month or so. Yeah, but he kept texting me, saying he was nearby and asking to meet. Around that time, I heard this place was available, so I moved here as fast as I could. Makes sense. Gotcha, thanks. Ex-turned-stalker. Did the anomaly arise from this person's obsession? Starting to get the hang of it? Yes, I think so. Gradually. Jasmine, I found this under the bed. What the? Wait, this doesn't belong to Mio? I asked her and she said no, and seemed shaken. Is there some meaning to this doll? No idea. Could mean something, could be nothing. Jasmine, what could we possibly do for Mio? About that anomaly and also the social media blowing up. It is tough to watch, I get it, but our job is to figure out the anomaly itself. We can track down the rumor source on social media, but we can't do anything about it. Working with us means you need to get the urban myth investigation part down first and foremost. But yes, you're right. Mio said she had no idea who the intruder might be. Maybe it really is a supernatural monster showing up all of a sudden. There's gotta be more to it than that. Though this case does involve an urban myth, so it is possible. But Mio, it doesn't matter whether Mio's being truthful or not. It's just more info to consider, okay? Jasmine, you're so mature and grounded. Whatever. I guess I will ask about the post. Post. I saw Aiko-san's post. You were attacked again. Though I didn't really want her to post about it. Aiko-san convinced me that at times like these it's better to speak up. And I felt she was right. Mio, you weren't hurt, were you? Was anything stolen? I'm okay, thanks. I wasn't hurt, and nothing was stolen. I don't want to make you relive it all, but could you tell me more about what happened last night? About last night? Yes, it's okay. I can tell you. Yesterday, after everyone went home, Aiko-san was still worried and called me from her place. I checked the locks as I was talking on the phone, then hung up. When I turned around... The man was there? Yes, he was in my room, even though I had definitely locked the door. Well, what was that, Asami? Are you okay? Sorry, thinking about it is really terrifying. Hey, take it easy on yourself, okay? I'm okay. You're here to help after all. I'll do what I can. I think he was holding an axe or something and slowly came closer. I think passed out then. Next thing I remember, it was morning. Asami, I'm really scared. What should I even do? Please. Mio. You'll be alright. I'll figure this out. Take a deep breath. Okay. Mio's really scared. We need to find a way to keep this anomaly from showing up again. I should recap on what we've gathered. He keeps appearing, this man under the bed. The man under the bed appeared at this person's home. Yes, the man appeared in front of Mio. The anomaly showed up in Mio's room. What's going on? Hides under bed and kills anyone in the room with him under certain circumstances, usually armed with some kind of weapon, possibly an axe or machete. If you sense his presence, immediately leaving the room may save your life. Apparently. Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff member. Thinks basically all tasks are too much work. Says detailed aspects of investigation are not her strong suit. In charge of guiding us as I stumble through the investigation. Made it clear her main job was driving. Probably a trusty coworker, nonetheless. Are we doing this right? Let's think it through. I want to help Mio somehow, but the intruder appears from under the bed, however carefully she locks up. What am I supposed to do? Burn the doll, blocking the space under the bed with self-defense. Furniture. How about blocking the space under the bed with furniture? If it's showing up from under the bed, we could just fill the space, couldn't we? Like, if she had some nice chairs, she could, like, shove them under the bed and then have, like, the backs coming up and covering the front. Would be pretty solid. Okay, let's fill this space up. And done. Alrighty. Yep, this should work. Now the man under the bed has no way to get in or out. We're safe. I hope. Zammy, I'll be heading out. Oh, it's already dark. I think I should stay with Mio tonight. Yeah? Boss man told you to come back. Gonna pass on that? Just got a text wall about the center's purpose and your debt and blah blah. Yeah, I know already. Duty calls. I'll stay here tonight. I need to go grab fresh clothes, but should be back in no time. Huh? Really? Thank you so much. You should head back and rest. More people being here won't necessarily solve anything. Makes sense if Aiko-san is staying. Okay then, if you say so. Asami? Are you leaving? Mio? But Aiko-san will stay with you. Also, we took preventative measures against the man under the bed. He shouldn't be showing up from there anymore. I think. Really? Thank you so much, Asami. Sure thing. I hope you get some good rest tonight. You're really my best friend, you know? I'm so glad I listened to your advice. Hmm? It's nothing. There's no way. I'm thinking too much. Hazami told me he's no longer coming out from under the bed. And Aiko-san is almost here. Maybe I should go meet her. I'm more scared here alone in my room.
Oh, fuck, he is outside. Oh, piss.
No! Why are you doing this? Aiko-san, please hurry. Hurry! What is this? No! No!
Somebody spilled their Gatorade all over her room. That's so fucked up.
Jasmine?
Yeah, what?
Aiko-san called me this morning. Mio was attacked again, this time in the apartment hallway.
What? No way.
It's my fault. Mio wanted me to stay with her.
Not much you could have done, Sammy. Like the boss man said, we aren't exactly bodyguards.
I understand that, but... Anyway, I just heard from them again. Mio is at Aiko-san's place now.
Makes sense. You know Aiko's address?
Yes, she sent it to me.
Gotcha. Heading to Aiko's then. We should check out Mio's place as well, but if she's out, it'd be locked.
Thank you for all your help, Jasmine.
Aiko's place.
Aiko-san? Is Mio safe? Yes, thankfully. She's in the back. No physical harm, at least. I'm glad to hear that. Then the anomaly didn't do anything this time either.
About that. You need to see this.
What is this Mio's room?
Yes, and there's more. This photo had somehow been posted on social media.
Oh no, who would do such a thing?
Maybe they edited one she's posted before. Can't see how else. Mio said she ran back into her room and immediately locked the door.
Then how could anyone take this pic?
Yes, exactly. How is that even possible?
I don't know either. I should go talk to Mio first. You do that. She's really upset. Wasn't able to tell me much. But she might be more comfortable talking to you. I'm on it.
Mio's safe, at least, yeah?
What could I have done for her? And what to do now?
Hey, regrets aren't going to help much at this point. We're the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, and we investigate anomalies. Use your time on working out the anomaly and handling her problem.
You're right, will do.
You know, I hate to say this, but those sugar dating rumors on socials, they're likely related in some way. I think it's time to ask about that. Be careful about how you put it, though. Anyhow, that's up to you, as usual.
Yes. First, let's go talk to Mio.
And then ask about those rumors. Her fucking gaming... I never understood the TV behind the desk. Like, you're gonna rotate and watch TV from, like, 3 feet away on a chair? Like, get a couch. Or, like, sit on your bed or something.
Mio? Are you okay? Asami, why is this happening? I didn't do anything. Why me? Why me?
It's okay. I'm here now. You'll be alright.
Mio, please tell me what you can. What happened back in your room? I was too anxious to stay there alone. Aiko-san was already on her way back, too. So I headed out. But then... A creepy guy was standing in the hallway. Huh? I was so scared I ran back inside. Wait, so your room got covered in red? Well... Hey, Azami? Didn't you say the man under the bed wouldn't be showing up anymore? I went out on my own because I believed what you said. I thought it would work. I'm sorry. Mio, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I'll do my best to help you in whatever way I can. Tell me in detail, please. The man you saw in the hallway. He entered your room even though you'd locked up with the key? Yes. I hadn't even been away for 5 minutes. That's impossible. How could he pull something like that off? You ran back into your room and it was all red. Wait, the man couldn't have snuck into your room before you, right? Was he there when you got back in? He was in the hallway. I entered my room and locked the door. But the room was already a mess somehow. He just popped up out of the floor. Mio? About the photo of your room that was posted. Any idea who might have done that and why? I don't know. And I can't live there anymore. Why me? Well, I need to move. I don't have that kind of money. Mio, after your room was ransacked and covered in red, did you notice anything else wrong there? I haven't really looked. Didn't have time. From those photos posted online, the main thing was the red stains, right? I think so. We'll probably be investigating your room, so if you noticed anything... I often trip on things, so I try to keep things tidy and not leave anything on the floor. If anything's fallen, the mess might be his doing. Right, your room is always so neat. My own room is such a mess. If you need to check my room, here, take my keys. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Mio, what do you plan to do? I think that room really isn't safe for you. Yes, I agree. So, I've decided to stay at Aiko-san's for a while. She says she'll stay by my side at all times, that I shouldn't worry. Maybe I'll be safer if I do what she says. Yeah, I see. It might be difficult to talk about it, but can I ask you about the rumors online? Asami, does that have anything to do with all this? I'm sorry, I don't know yet. Do you prefer we don't ask? It's okay, I can tell you. It's true that I did sugar dating, like they're saying. Mio. Living alone, going to school, working on the side was overwhelming. Then a friend suggested I try it, that everyone was doing it, that it's normal. So I started too. You get it, right? 5 hours of work after class, or just 2 hours with some middle-aged guy? And you earn the same as a week's worth of part-time pay. But I didn't think they'd dig all that up. And then... And? Did anything else happen? My parents just found out what's going on around on the internet. I'm from a small farming town. Rumors spread so fast in the countryside. I was thinking of going home after graduation. Now I don't think I can. Mio. Don't worry about Mio. Aiko-san, Mio told you about her room, right? How could such a thing happen just as I was out getting my clothes? Her room was drenched in red. That apartment is really no good for her. No good for her? What do you mean? That place is mostly for students. Many of our uni students live there, so I'm familiar with it. It's close to the station with lots of storage, the catch being that the security really isn't up to par. So I'm thinking, Mio should be living in a much better quality apartment. Maybe even this very apartment.
I think maybe you should refrain from actively posting anything for now. In my book, having a voice is the best offense and defense. It's how I've won my battles. That reminds me, who is it that posted the room photo anyway? I don't know. You found it. I wonder who posted that photo of Mio's room. And why? Not just the poster, but the reposters too. They're all the same. The slightest hint of blood in the water, and zing, they rush over to feast like the desperate piranhas they are. Reactions like that will probably never change. How's Mio doing? She's barely eaten anything since coming here. Hasn't touched her phone at all, with her socials blowing up like that. She isn't talking to me much either, so she must really be at her breaking point. We need to keep a close eye on her. Why do you take such good care of Mio? They're all judging Mio for her sugar dating past, but my own part-time jobs weren't always all that clean. As a single woman who works, goes to school, job hunts, and attempts to have a life, it's that much harder. Mio reminds me so much of my younger self. I really want to help her. That's really kind of you, Aiko-san. I'm sure Mio can make as much money as she wants. So I'm hoping we can get her to move into this apartment. Wouldn't the rent here be way beyond her budget? I can lend her money and connect her with lucrative workplaces. You'll help convince her too, won't you? Youth is a virtue in itself, and virtue helps you earn. Aiko, you're being kind of creepy right now. As long as you know your value and where to monetize it, it's easy to earn. You too. How about you ditch that tasteless part-time gig and come work with me? You'll be living like this in no time. I'll think about it. About the rumors around Mio that are trending right now. The internet is such a cesspool, isn't it? Digging up this and that on a woman being stalked by an intruder. I've been through plenty of that myself, so it no longer bothers me. But regular girls will be scarred for life. They'll lose faith in society. You've been through a ton. You're internet famous, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh, that was a long time ago. They used to call me a rising star influencer in my uni days. But now that I founded a company, I'm way past that silly phase. A painting. I can tell it's an expensive piece. These piles on the desk might be paperwork for Aiko-san's company. Job hunting consultation, promotion support, events, dispatches, the works. Looks like purchase orders and contracts with her clients. Not finding any leads on who the man might be, of course. Maybe I should just ask Aiko-san if she knows anyone suspicious. Walks up to Aiko. Hey, do you know anybody suspicious? Do you know any suspicious people? A queen-sized bed. Anything under it? Nothing at all. I thought beds offered storage spaces as well. What kind of lifestyle doesn't need them? This high up intruding must be high stakes. That's one way of living safely. If Mio could live here... Okay, Aiko at her computer. This shadow is really calm. It's so still, it's scary. Aha! Maybe this is Aiko-san. Aiko-san's room is spacious, but doesn't feel like she has that many visitors. No shadows besides Aiko-san's here. Any idea who the intruder might be? I get the feeling he isn't trying to directly hurt Mio, though he definitely is obsessed with her. The person you're thinking of, could they be Mio's ex-boyfriend turned stalker? Wow, how did you know? Oh, it's just a hunch. I mean, that's just me speculating, though. I do feel like there are enough signs to suspect that piece of work. problematic ex-boyfriend.
I talked to both of them for now. Maybe we should be heading to Mio's room? But I'm worried about Mio. Should I stay with her? Then again,
for now, she should be fine if she stays here with Aiko-san. And she is saying so herself.
Yeah, that's right. If they'll be together all the time, she won't have to worry.
Exactly. I'll get the car. Let's get on with it. This place is nasty. The pillows, I don't remember them being set up like that on the floor. You know, why is it that the man under the bed shows up in an apartment hallway?
Did you think of something?
Yeah, lots. Dudes have only been popping up from under the bed so far, right? Makes sense, under the bed and all that. Why is he strutting down hallways?
Oh,
about that.
I kind of blocked up the space under the bed. So maybe that might have changed something?
Blocked up the space? What's the big idea here?
I'm sorry, I thought that might stop the man from showing up. Mio was so stressed out.
Listen, I know why you feel that way, but random fixes by amateurs may end up too risky. Though we don't know for sure if blocking up the space made all this happen.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry,
Hey, I'm not saying it's your fault, just a heads up for next time. Ask me when you're unsure, okay? That's never a burden.
Understood. Thank you, Jasmine.
I'll be sure to put the bed back to how it was before.
First thing, let's check the red-soaked room. Also, if the man under the bed was here, he should have left a shadow. I should check on the shadow with clairvoyance.
Ugh, it's red all over. The smell's making me sick. There's no way Mio could keep living here.
Books tossed around. Did the man under the bed do this? Feels strange that he'd want to mess up just the books. I hate if the pages got scrunched up. Let's sort these out a bit.
Ugh, I touched the blood, but it seems dry already, not coming off. The books are super bloody. Or maybe not. The sides facing the floor aren't stained. Where was the book originally?
These are covered with blood.
Wait, something's inside? A blood-soaked bookmark.
Oh, it's a small note, not a bookmark. 9 p.m. Leave near door. Can't read much. Delivery memo, perhaps? The shelves are splattered with blood, too. Ugh, red all over the shelves. Maybe I should take a look with the glasses on? The shelves are a total mess. I know Mio usually keeps things tidy. Also, some of the shelves are empty. Could be something here.
Let's think things over for a bit. Maybe the books that are on the floor were on the shelf. Oh, fuck.
Something's off about the books all over the floor. It's weird that they'd want to mess up just the books. Why aren't any ideas coming to me right now?
Try thinking step by step. The splattered blood and scattered books. Picturing both together will confuse you.
True.
Mio wouldn't leave books strewn around, correct?
Not Mio. Her room is always tidy and clean.
What would happen if blood were to be splattered in such a room?
If the blood was splashed on shelves full of books and knickknacks?
This means those books all over the floor... Maybe they... They fell from the shelves... before the room was, placed there, before it was splattered red on purpose.
Maybe they were placed there before the room was spattered red on purpose? I'm not so sure.
What do you mean? Fell from the shelves. For some reason, before the room was spattered red. There we go. Maybe they fell from the shelves for some reason before the room was spattered red. Yep, must be it. The man under the bed might have bumped into the shelves before splashing blood everywhere. Or maybe he threw the books all over the room first and then followed up with the blood? But why would he do that? He was investigating the shelves before. Oh, he's like a capertiller. Some kind of bug type beast. Yikes! Is this a bug or something? What the heck? No way, nope, no way, no bugs, thanks, bye. No, you're gonna look closer. Arms and legs galore. Why is he stuck to the shelves? Looking closer, it has a human-like face. What is it? Are those hands? Looks weird, moves weird, rather, for someone searching for books. It's doing something, tossing something around? I'm probably seeing him in the act of splattering the room red, but why do such a thing? Oh. An eyeball monster? On closer look, seems to have a body, too. It's staring at something and blinking furiously. Creepy. I wonder what it was watching. Need to stand in its shoes. Should be okay. There's no way to touch it. Let's see. I can scan the whole room from here. Kitchen nearby. Bed and balcony in the back. This looks familiar somehow. The picture. Not seeing any dead bugs lying around, so maybe it wasn't a bug. Maybe these shadows become clearer the longer they were there? Then again, Mio's shadow is only occasionally present. Any signs that the lock's been tampered with? Nope. No. This is wild. Red all over the walls and floor. It smells horrible in here. Boss Man would be into it, though. Assuming it's the man under the bed myth, this stuff is blood. Ugh, so it really is blood. Why would he want to throw this blood around the room? You know, there was that pic posted online. Yes, this one. Maybe he did all this just for the post? Wait, what? Why would anyone do that? Let's think things over for a bit. What was that shadow I saw through the glasses at the door? Doesn't this mean a one-eyed monster was there? Mrs. Almi, what exactly was your power about? Clairvoyance shows me the past, the memory of each location. Precisely. It seems that the less you know about what you see, the more abstract they appear, possibly even as monstrosities. Avoid over-focusing on the shadow's shapes and forms. Try to deduce what they're doing from the clues you found. I see. Thank you for the advice. And there I go, thanking my imaginary resident director boss. Ah, well. The shadow I saw by the door through the glasses. What exactly is the shadow doing? Maybe the traces show him taking a picture after the room was splattered. Maybe the traces show him taking a picture after the room was splattered? Could be. The layout seems similar to the photo posted online. I should try looking at the room for the same spot. From the same spot.
Yeah, it's the same as the posted photo. This eyeball monster is probably a clairvoyance view of the man taking that photo. Did he want to see or be seen? If he took the photo, what for? Getting anywhere? I've spent a lot of time examining things, but can't seem to find anything directly related to the man's identity or motive. Right. When the search boils down to this point, someone takes their cue. Their cue? And there it is. Supervision, hypervision. Go on, pick it up. Right away. Hello? Megaria speaking. Director-san. Cut the fluff, Sammy. Director-san. I felt it might be a good time to give you a call. Ready to report. This case has been identified as a sighting of the man under the bed. The man appeared in Mio's room, which had been carefully locked up, and seemingly attacked Mio, but then splattered the room red, too. So it seems like the man doesn't intend to directly harm Miss Mio. Strangely passive for a man under the bed. He's not attacking with the axe. Plenty of opportunities to... Hey, director! Oops, my apologies. Of course the man makes his own decisions. Who am I to comment on his preferences? That's not really... Also compelling is the unexpected phenomenon he caused in a locked room with no trace of how he broke in. A wraith or a human vapor? No, it likely has a tangible form, so not wraith or ectoplasm. Director, I hate to ask, but... Oh, yes, we can savor the speculations later. Savor? Really now? What's crucial here may be the act of splattering the room in red. Does the man under the bed typically work like that? This urban myth has several variations. One of them has the protagonist leaving a friend's place, but heading back to pick up something, and finding that friend's room all dark. They pick up their belongings without turning on the lights, so they won't wake their sleeping friend and leave again. When they visit the room the next day, the room is covered in blood, with a message reading, "Lucky you left the lights off." A room covered in blood? Exactly like Mio's room. Another urban myth exists called the Red Room Curse, but it doesn't quite match this case. By the way, wasn't there something in Mio-san's red-soaked room that caught your eye? Oh yes, the books from the shelves were scattered around. It seemed they fell from the shelves before the red mess happened. I see, and so do you, it seems. If the man is still after Mio-san, he'll almost certainly manifest again. Not again? Isn't there anything I can do? Your enthusiasm is most charming. In that case, could you kindly inspect this room again tonight? Say what? Yay! Investigating at night. Director-san! Do I really have to stay here in Mio's room alone in pitch darkness? Anything could jump out. I can't do this. Leaving now. No, you must stay. Jasmine is currently at Aiko-san's place, so we have little choice here. Then I should meet up with her first. I can't do this alone. I see. I was hoping everything might go back to normal for Mio very soon. Mio, yes, you're right. She needs our help right now. More importantly, Mrs. Ami, kindly examine the ceiling near the shelves. The ceiling near the shelves? It's way too dark. Need to keep a hand on the walls and furniture. I'd hate to fall and make noise. Huh? What's this? I think I found the light switch. Director, I'm turning on the lights. Absolutely not. Did you not fucking listen to the story I told you before? Remember? Lucky you didn't turn on the lights. Dumbass. What? Why not? The conditions for the man under the bed to manifest are uncertain. One of them is the lighting in the room. You mean if he shows up if the lights are on? Time of day is also an important condition. You haven't turned the lights on, have you? I was just about to. Can't stand this. I'm too scared. We need to hurry. This is where I have to look, right? Hey, I feel something. A squarish frame?
As I thought, you see just there.
Ugh, what was that?
Oh dear.
The ceiling, it's creaking.
Hide, Azami.
Huh?
Hide now. How you holding up? I'm feeling a little sleepy, but that's about it. It's a big axe. Oh, the lights are on.
Phew. Is it gone? Director-san, what was that? There! Yes?
Zammy?
Jasmine? There was this man in Mio's room.
Aiko's room. It's all red.
What?
Covered in red. Just like Mio's room.
Jasmine, thank you for picking me up. I just had a close call myself. But I'm worried about Mio. How are things over there?
Well, those two are safe. I'll take us to Aiko's place, so you take over searching the socials. Know whose account to start with?
Aiko-san's, right? I can't imagine her keeping silent after having her room spattered red.
Hey, not bad. Let's get started. I'll keep an ear open, so just zip through them.
Gotcha, here goes. Need to check on Aiko-san, but I'm also worried about the heat on Mio's end. I should check on both.
The fucking emojis. What is wrong with her?
Oh no, this is bad. Aiko-san posted like we thought. I can't really see the room, but it's definitely all red.
Does this mean Aiko's also a target now?
Yikes, there's a really strong reaction to the words protector girl.
This is less about interest and more like, I wouldn't scroll through that, but go for it if you want. Because it's definitely talking about a zombie.
We should probably look into this.
Yeah, they might be posting stuff about Mio again. Give it a search.
Dark spec? What's this about?
More like minimal speculation. Double serving of delusion.
I should check.
I'll take a look to be safe. Don't expect too much, but related posts might be worth a look. Go for it. Where's the girl who was all, don't say bad things about Mia when you don't really know her? She ran for the hills after just one post.
Huh? What?
Yeah, saw this coming. I wouldn't read the rest, Sammy.
No. Why would you say such a thing?
No reason, really. None. Probably their response to voices that don't follow the flow.
Why is this person laughing? Nothing to laugh about.
We got our scapegoat, so don't ruin the fun, or some such.
I wasn't just saying whatever. I need to set things straight.
Stop right there. To be fair, I don't blame you for trying, but the where and how were really stupid ideas.
Stupid ideas?
We have our own way of handling things, remember? You could post all you want, but that won't save Mio.
I see. Yes, I think you're right, Jasmine.
This Guess Who person keeps posting shit. No comment.
The Red Room. I think the director mentioned that before in hyper mode.
Quite a yapper when it comes to those topics.
Another keyword?
Yeah, seems worth a search.
I'll try searching for this.
Right, check on how far the rumors about Mio have spread.
Yes.
One issue, this keyword might be too vague. Should work well with another keyword related to the incident.
Looks like we might find more rumors.
The search begins.
I'll check this too. Okay.
I like how she mentioned that, like, the exact apartment complex was too vague, but the word rumor is not too vague. Nothing. Rumors. Too many search results, yeah. Nothing. Protector girl rumors. Dark Spec News speculates on intruder seen by Aiko and Mio. Click here. Mio sugar dates Papa stalks her Aiko signature money shot.
Should we check the security camera angle?
Check and make sure, yeah? Security camera at the apartment building. So the security cam, but is the cam old or what? Aren't they from Boober Eats? Kind of fishy. BooTube and Boober Eats.
Looks like a man in the video. Super fuzzy. Delivery guy, perhaps?
Someone's order for late night munchies? Ramen, maybe? Let me see. 11 p.m.? 11:15 or so?
Looks like it.
An electrical contractor. They're wearing what seems like company-issued work uniform. Mm-hmm. Red Room. Fuck. Red Room. Rumors. I heard there's buried treasure under Mio's apartment.
This idea seems silly, but threatening someone so they move out sounds like a thing.
Yeah, those who move out without a clue wouldn't doubt that what happened to them. Could even be the origin of some urban myths.
Beyond human in what way? Cryptids living underground?
You'd think you'd usually think of ghosts. Usually.
Pop-up is in ads and notifications?
Yep. This pop-up suddenly shows up and messes with you like a chain letter might.
What happens if you close it?
If you saw the pop-up now and closed it, we'd both be goners. Well, I'd like to know what the Red Room curse is. Red Room. If you browse the internet late at night, a red pop-up window might suddenly appear. Do you like the Red Room? It asks. Those who close the text window will meet with a terrible fate. Such is the infamous urban myth of the Red Room. But did you know there actually is a Red Room? A certain individual, let's call him Mr. A, had just moved to an old apartment in the countryside for work. Now Mr. A was a single man, so he was overjoyed when he heard that a woman was living alone in the flat next door. He just had to get a look at her, so he came up with reason after reason to knock on her door and introduce himself. But not once did she answer. Soon he was consumed by curiosity about the woman. One day he noticed a small hole in the wall adjoining the two flats. Mr. A peered into the hole every day, hoping against hope to finally catch a glimpse of the woman. However, all he could see through the hole was a bright red emptiness. Baffled, Mr. A inquired to the landlord about his neighbor. The landlord told him that the woman suffered from a mysterious disease, a disease that stained her eyes bright, bloody red. It turns out Mr. A hadn't been peeking into the room of the woman next door. He had been staring directly into her eyes. It seems the object of Mr. A's curiosity had spent far more time looking through the peephole than he had. Yikes! If you find a small hole on your wall, don't look through it. You okay? They got you with that flaming, huh? Yes. I didn't imagine they'd respond that way. It's not their problem, so they'll say whatever they want. But there's no end to it, so... I'll do what I can to help Mio. You got the spirit, but your voice is a bit shaky there. I could do this, you know. Yeah, just messing with ya. That is not the face I would say I would have if I was saying, I'm just messing with you. That was like, oh my god, I can't believe this has happened. Back on topic. Maintenance dude in the pic had a creepy written all over him. You might want to ask Aiko if anyone similar showed up. Understood. On site at the apartment building. Up to Aiko's room we go. Yes. In the car, of course. The car goes up the stairs. Mio is fully not here. Wow. Happened while I was in the car waiting. Who done it? Why done it? With this much in-your-face evidence, bet you see plenty by clairvoyant. Good point. I should scan the room first with glasses on. Oh, yep, there he is. The man under the bed! Or is it, actually? Is he talking with Aiko-san? Are both shadows from the same point in time? This shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes? Like the uniforms maintenance crew wear. Someone she's working with? This looks a lot like the shadow spattering blood in the back of the room. This one looks somewhat heavily built, maybe? Feels like the shadow could be important. I should dig deeper. Really just like fucking throwing papers all over the place or something? This shadow, is Aiko-san working? Looks very focused on work. Her mouth is twisted into a grimace. Aiko-san is so intense, even when working alone. What a thing to watch. Kinda scary. Is this a trace of the man under the bed? The shadow's movements are so wild and scary. What is it doing? Is it messing up the papers on the desk? Or maybe looking for something specific? Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Whoa, this shadow's throwing something at us? Not quite throwing. Is this when they were splattering blood around and made the room all red? Was this before or after Mio and Aiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? It's just as bad here at Aiko's as Mio's place was. Wild. The fancy carpet and furniture are done for, too. Bummer. What happened on your end? I was waiting in the car parked nearby, so I could rush in at any sign of trouble. First, the two headed out together. Probably to eat something, like she mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple of hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. A short while later, Aiko suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone, yelling about how the room's all red, get in here, and so on. And what did the boss man make you do, meanwhile? I was checking Mio's room. Phew. I almost bumped into the man and had to hide under the bed. It's a long story, so I'll report everything later. Huh? Almost met the dude. Getting tossed in the deep end much? Good thing I came to pick you up. Jasmine, I can see a weird shadow left in this room. Probably the culprit who made the room all bloody. Means you just cracked the case, yeah? I can't make out his face, just that he's almost certainly the culprit. And how about this to be sure? Check if Aiko and Mio ever left the room besides when they went out to eat. Good idea, I will. I'm gonna look all over the room first. Why would this happen to Aiko-san's room too? If the man stalked both of them and got to Aiko-san's place, why turn it red? Maybe there's some kind of meaning to the red room after all? The entrance door is reinforced, should be hard to break in. These look important. How terrible. Even the fancy bed is all red. Will changing the sheets be enough to get it clean? Look at this mess. Furniture, floor, walls. There's a lot to deal with. Yes, truly. I could never have imagined this. I took Mio out to eat. Thought it'd be better than being holed up and never going outside. And then we come back to this. Have you contacted the police? Oh, right. I was so upset I totally forgot. I'll need to report all this damage, I suppose. Aiko-san, do you ever have work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings, otherwise I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably, yes. Don't really remember. I do have records of where we've sent temporary staff. They should be on my desk, somewhere in all that mess. Your desk. Understood. Thank you. Aiko-san, I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Oh no. She went back home alone. Oh? She did? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. But why? She said something about getting her things. Ugh, I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now, and if she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put and lock up. Yes, please. Need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Gotta check the desk first. She mentioned that the company documents were on the desk. It's so messy I can hardly make out the words. Make sure not to tear anything. Offie engineer. Somehow decipherable? Not jobs that require work uniforms. Oops, ripped a bit. Wait, a bloody handprint? Someone must have touched this. Jobs related to medicine? OBS, ecology? It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally! This must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one of these documents. Electronic? I can't read this. Surely a company which handles electricity work, though. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do.
Jasmine? Jasmine, what do you make of this?
Prob's trying to get to Mio. She's staying at Iko's. Headache for us.
In what way?
Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet.
So this goes on until he fulfills his goal? What exactly is it?
No idea. Wouldn't know. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does.
Jasmine, it seems Mio's back at her place and alone. What? But I saw those two heading back up here. What the... Aiko-san is calling Mio right now.
Also, Aiko-san said that they only went to the door together.
What's going on here? Telling her the situation on our end and to stay in her room.
Alright then, I'll have the car ready to go.
If you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait! Please take me with you.
Aiko-san?
Sure, let's head to Mio's then. Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? Asami. I'm fine. I was just waiting. Are you sure? I'm glad. I was really worried. So glad you're safe and sound. The shadow's heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? There's something under the bed. Is this the man under the bed?
No, it's you, idiot.
Surprisingly small, carrying something on the back. This is me from yesterday. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. Means the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I hid under the bed, so couldn't see, but how did he come down into the room?
Oh.
A bug? Or a shadow that looks like one. This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. Then again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug.
Is there a vent behind the boxes on the top of the shelf? Because it seemed like he was climbing up the bookcase and then down the bookcase.
But if not, why does it look like a centipede? Some of the books are missing. Would the glasses tell me anything? There's a used cup in the sink.
Filthy! One used cup? You're insane.
The shelves and knife holder are empty. Mio really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. No notable changes. Nothing notable under the bed. Why does the man appear from under the bed anyway? Is there a man from the bathroom? Or a man from the closet? I think I'm gonna wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this. Mio. Did anything weird happen while you were alone? Not really, no. Are you doing okay, Mio? You think I would be? No, of course not. I'm sorry. Stalked by a creep, named and shamed online?
Cranberry juice. Gotta keep my energy up. Yippee Krebby. Wahoo Krebby.
Can't go back to my hometown. I have nowhere to go. Why? I listened to everyone and really tried hard. Why me? Tell me, Asami. Mio. Mio, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Never. Is there even a way in? Right, of course you haven't. Before you went out to eat with Aiko-san, was there a time when you were both out and left the place unattended? I was at Aiko-san's place the whole time. We only left it to go eat. Asami, I'm so fed up and exhausted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm glad Mio's safe. Right, I need to get her signed with a new place ASAP. I do have a place confirmed already. Aiko-san, did you ever step out of the room at any time besides eating out?
Mio, you should buy a big gun. Mio, you should buy a rocket launcher.
I don't think so. I tried hard to calm Mio down and finally convinced her to go eat. Besides not going out for groceries or such, you didn't leave the room? Not even for short business calls, correct? Try to remember after you mentioned. I was in the room until we went for a bite. Anything peculiar? Just before we set out, Mio went to back up to my room as she had forgotten something. We headed out together from the ground floor entrance and didn't notice anything weird.
Bing! Nothing in particular.
While you were staying here, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Absolutely not. This whole place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. Then you don't know how to enter that space, right? I do not. Let's think things over for a bit. The man appears very suddenly, but how? First, you might want to focus on when he manifested in Mio's room. When you hid under the bed, where did he appear from? I heard the ceiling creak and hid under the bed, so there must be a way into the ceiling space. Unless he's a ghost. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance, correct? I keep thinking about that centipede shadow. Why does it look like a centipede? I should focus on whether there's a way in and out of that ceiling space. Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. Yeah, that might explain it. Multiple overlapped shadows climbing up and down looked like a centipede. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. The view is blocked by this big cardboard box. But there's a hatch in the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. There it is. The man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. But I gotta help Mio. Here goes. Ceiling space, here I come. Oh my god, there is a mat here. This guy was fully just living in here. All dark and dusty. No one here, right? Okay, my eyes are starting to adjust. Not scared, not scared. Let the investigation begin. Bento boxes, energy drinks, even alcohol cans. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by a former resident. Yeah, this stuff is new. The floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. The man was most certainly hiding here. It's a premium apartment. It even has a second room. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. What's this? Cardboard? Anything lying around that's connected to him? Roach! Flat beyond belief! Maybe he used cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust? I see a sliver of light. Is it from Mio's room? Wow, unbelievable. Can't see much. Too dark. The second room is a separate apartment. They just forgot to tell Mio the only way out is through her apartment. Can I grab it? There's a shadow of a man here too. What is this shadow doing? Looks like he's stuffing something into a box or a bag. I want to look closer, but the shadow's in the way. Glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. I knew it. He was here. Not moving much. Is he crouched down? No, he's peeking at what's going on down below. Okay, now will you pick up the box? I saw traces of the man doing something around here. There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing? Ito Electric Services. Isn't this the company that documents at Aiko-san's place? The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Aiko-san's room. Does this mean that man was here? I need to tell everyone. The man definitely was here in the ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. Jasmine? You okay? Looks like you found a ton. I found solid evidence that the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Mio and Aiko-san, too. Bet it's that time for someone to show. That time? Do you mean the director's gonna call again? Not any old call at this point, but you'll be fine. What do you mean, not any old call? Yes. Mrs. Zami, how's it going? Hello, director. I'm sorry I haven't figured out the answer, and I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution? As in due time. Mrs. Zami, please tell everyone to gather around. Okay. What was that engine noise? Your investigation is done, then? Is this like a debrief or something? Yes. I'll also explain what I found in the ceiling space. Please hurry, then. He's gonna orbital nuke the ghost. He's gonna call in a precision rail cannon strike on the ghost. Director, everyone is here. Mrs. Zami, please make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Understood. Thank you, everyone. Ayumu Meguriya, Director of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Now, only the dissolution phase remains before we can close the case. Thank you for your cooperation throughout. Dissolution? Asami, what's this about? What's going on? Do I have to be here? I still have work waiting. We will be presenting our final results as requested for this case. So we ask you to remain here. Yes, so please hear us out. Let the dissolution begin. Are you enjoying my club bangers? I put on a special mix just for this dissolution. I call it Spooky Club Bangers. First of all, Ms. Fukurai, thank you for your efforts in the investigation. We have discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of that information has allowed all of us here to tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. Oh, well, thank you. Yet the amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? What? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There's no room in the Center's records for such things. Do we really want to prioritize that right now?
Now, this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered.
Oh.
Actually, give me a second. I think there might be something fucking with my internet. Yeah, Steam started downloading something in the background while I was fucking playing a game. What the fuck is your problem? One, how did the man under the bed manifest? 2, what is the goal of the man under the bed? 3, who or what is the man under the bed? 4, what exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? The eye reveals all.
What the?
Please don't overreact. This is something only we can see. Eye opener. This can only be seen by holders of seeing powers, such as clairvoyance or vision. We must unlock this artifact to open the Eye of Truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed.
Yes.
The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked all the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons.
Exactly, and appeared not to harm Mio. It just appears and disappears, always suddenly.
So, Mrs. Ami.
Yes?
The man supposedly appeared from under the bed, but did it really? You determined where the man appeared from. Where was it? The ceiling space.
There was evidence indicating the man appeared from the ceiling space. We found traces of his being in, entering, and exiting from the ceiling space.
The man was hiding in Mio-san's ceiling space for a long time, waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? One of his defining traits is that he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner or whomever uses the bed he hides under. So, Mrs. Ami, what might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why does he keep pestering Mio-san? To scare her.
He might have been trying to frighten Mio. And that's it, to simply scare her.
The man didn't try to kill Mio-san despite being able to. If his goal were to peep, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio-san. He keeps on appearing, then disappearing. It seems that the man is intentionally limiting his actions to scaring Mio-san. We can deduce that that itself was the man's goal.
If so, maybe my room getting covered in red was also him just trying to scare me? Then the reason my room is covered in red was because Mio was at my place?
Either way, the man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such an intent.
So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all? That doll...
The spooker. The scariest. I'm getting, like... My feeling is that this is not a supernatural phenomenon at all. This is someone that Aiko hired to scare Mio-san out of her apartment. To make her desperate for a job, so Aiko could get her into, could really get her under her thumb, basically. I'm not totally sure why specifically, but... Let us move on. About the man under the bed. He's depicted as a random murderer or an escaped serial killer. It's William Afton. I don't think so. As an elusive entity that suddenly appears indoors with murderous intent. An anomaly that is very likely to have basis in reality. Yet he can also be said to be less tangible due to leaving minimal traces when manifesting. So, Mrs. Ami, how would you describe the man that we're seeking through this investigation? An actual person? Could they be a normal living person? And not a ghost or anomalous monstrosity? Precisely. That is the spice and key to truly savoring each urban myth. Huh? Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. There's a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such about actual people. So, Mrs. Ami, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be?
One moment, there are multiple suspicious people. Let me see.
The one we saw while doing social media research, Boober Eats. I mean, that's not him. It's the electrical guy.
Oh, yes, right. A living man carrying a backpack.
That's fully not him, though. It's the electrical guy. You saw the hat in the bot. Whatever.
Asami, you asked me about my ex-boyfriend, didn't you? Yes, all noted down here. He's also a living and suspicious person.
Does that include my work client, too?
Yes.
This maintenance worker wearing a uniform. He was in the security camera footage, too.
So many suspects.
Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks on the news.
Thank you, though. I remember now.
You've played Phoenix, right? You know how this goes. I guess.
The maintenance worker in the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space.
Indeed, the man under the bed, hiding in the ceiling. Caught on security camera wearing a work uniform. We can say beyond any doubt that it was him.
I thought so.
Now on to the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension and appear anywhere at will. It seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space.
Yes, that's true. No sign of him entering through the window. The ceiling above the bathroom didn't have enough space to move around. Mio has a habit of locking up carefully. I was thinking it might be real, but... is the man an anomaly after all?
Do you really believe so? Mrs. Zami, you talked with everyone, and you went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see.
But...
So, Mrs. Zami, for the disguised maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space, what path could he have possibly taken? How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? I'm gonna say he had an accomplice.
Someone must have helped him get in.
Yes, that is the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as his uniform with the cap from the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage, 5 past midnight. This must be the time when the man arrived at Mio-san's apartment. Mio-san, regarding the time the man was caught in the security footage, does it ring any bells?
Mio, around when did you reach the police station? Just around midnight? But that means... Wait, something's wrong here.
Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room, Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet at just around the same time, a man in a work uniform is shown on security footage at the apartment entrance.
But why?
If the maintenance worker is the man under the bed, his timing is uncannily coincidental. So, Mrs. Ami, the man who was supposedly under the bed was actually not in the room yet, and who, of course, is the only person who claimed to have seen the man under the bed at that night. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then makes his way into Mio-san's room. Who does this point to as the man's accomplice? I like that director is one of the options, not even his name.
Could it be Aiko-san, perhaps? She lied about seeing the man inside the room?
Fabulous! A fine accomplishment indeed. Miss Azami, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. The mystery is now solved. Thank you, level 1 cleric. His powerful eye triangles. Dissolution. Her telling you there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magic words that enabled the man to sneak into the room?
That's true. Without hearing that, Mio wouldn't have left the room without locking up.
Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me?
If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question, what did Aiko actually see? Aiko-san, I think you told us. You kept watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct?
That's precisely when you let the dude in. The new mod tools on mobile are weird. Well, I'm glad you got a handle on them. With an insider, the room getting covered in red makes a ton more sense.
So it is true. Really? I couldn't believe it, but now...
What are you mumbling about? You aren't going to believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? The following is just speculation, but... Mio-san has had her past dug up and is under a lot of pressure. You're recommending she moves into a rather expensive home. How could a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? Were you perhaps planning to have Mio-san return to sugar dating? The ban no longer has it confirmed, so you banned, unbanned, and banned the bot again? Get fucking double banned, idiot! My power of vision sees it all. Offering help as a benevolent third party, recommending a place with expensive rent. Were you going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can? Oh my god, and the clue is there right in the first fucking thing talking about the sugar dating. Someone was like, the real money isn't from doing the sugar dating yourselves, it's finding girls to sugar date and selling them out to men is where the real money is. Oh my fucking god. They had me all along. They set the dominoes without me even noticing. You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all this, even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections. How befitting of a job-hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be a front for catering to your cadre of CEOs and top brass. And providing them with sugar dating dispatches? Aiko-san, is this true? What in the... What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Huh? You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes isn't gonna solve anything. But we... How ass-brained can you get? Useless bunch of morons. Ass-brained? Listen here, it's a fact that a man was in the ceiling space, which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault.
Aiko-san. Mio, you're a smart girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. Just keep listening to me and forget the small things like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine, in no time, too. Also, you... Azami, or whatever. You will answer for this. Yikes. How dare you challenge me with your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas? Total waste of my time. I'm far too busy for this. I'm leaving. She helps men clients find real jobs, then push women into sugar dating. That way, if people question, she can point to the legit jobs which she provides. Yeah. Oh my god, she dropped a piece of paper. Hey, you dropped something! Huh? Is this a card?
How's your first case, Mrs. Ami? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. That's not quite right. Also, really epic end to the first case where she's threatened with legal action by a very, very wealthy woman. Wait a minute, director, what about Mio? Lost connection. I must attend to. Ow, ow. I'll hang it up. Mio, are you... You're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. I wish I could... Oh, right. I'll make sure to throw away that doll we found, so don't worry about that. Mio? Doll? That doll? Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of it. All of it. Like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state. I should start cleaning up. Oh, wow. Her ex really did it. Like, I was gonna say because of how obsessively they mentioned she was neat and tidy, and they mentioned that her ex was an extreme neat freak and a control freak. Her ex fucking did a number on her. Like, clearly. Let me help. It's okay. I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio? Guess that's it for us then. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Mio's still in... The center's job ends here. Rest is up to the police and lawyers. Huh? Yeah, I get how you might feel. But Mio herself said she's fine. Even though she made that scary face again. It's not our place to step in. Is that really so? Thing is, I feel this case isn't over yet. Huh? Oh, it's my mouse is on the fucking screen. Shit. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense and this happens. How would they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Who or where did that leak from? But how could that... What the... No way. No. They kicked me from the dispatch group? How dare they? How many girls do they think I found for them so far? Ugh, I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at that doll. Hey, told you. I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Mio girl's room turned all red. I saw her heading out, so I thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked, and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up the bookshelf, so there wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. Then who actually splattered that blood? Huh? What was that? The real man under the bed. No way. And he's got a machete this time. Huh? What? No! The man under the bed? No, that's impossible. You can't actually exist. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. I love that her sprite only has the one stance. So this guy's about to fucking stab the shit out of her, and she's like, yeah, arms crossed. I'm a disaffected businesswoman. I'm very confident. I don't give a shit. What the... Hey, wait! Yeah! No! Please don't! Also, I like that this is just Mio's scared face, but on her body. Wow, you guys were just kind of standing there. Oh. Leave Aiko-san alone! Wait, who? Oh, yeah. I will make her pay.
Huh? That voice. Is it you, Mio?
Wait, is that actually Mio? Honestly, kind of poggers, Mio. I didn't think you had that girl boss in you.
When I was attacked by that man in my room and passed out, I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. Aiko-san, I'm done for today. And so on.
So you already knew that Aiko-san was behind this?
Yes, I did, Azami. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Aiko-san, why did you know my secret?
Huh?
How did you know I had an accidental pregnancy once, back during my sugar dating days?
Oh? Pregnancy? What are you talking about?
That doll. It was a message that you knew about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby? I didn't want anyone to know. But then why do you?
Wait, too much going on. Mio, what's going on? Please take it easy.
Azami, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything? The man under the bed? This woman here? I'm feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. You're amazing, Azami. I did as you told me, and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed just you from the beginning and done as you told me.
Mio, wait, what are you talking about?
But my medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are? I need to erase my past entirely.
I really don't know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up.
Azami, you told me this too. I will attract interest wherever I go. That I had little more to lose, whatever I did.
I didn't say that. You know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio?
Oh, wait. Maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name and address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks. Won't be safe at home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do?
Why should I even care?
I'm gonna kill you.
You're joking, right? Mio? You're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio! Don't do this to yourself!
Azami,
You alright, Sammy? She just comes in and fucking spin kicks Mio. Just like dynamic entries her ass. Responders are on the way. They're almost here. It's gonna be okay. Jasmine, how did you... Heard from the boss man. Boss man's vision thingy. Knew you were heading to Aiko's. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me. I think we should let Mio kill her, actually. Oh, no, I agree. I 100% agree. But that would also ruin Mio's life. So... As bad as it is right now, I think it would probably be worse if she was thrown in prison for murder. This is some heavy shit you just walked into? Yeah, it's been building up for a little bit.
Mio.
Once again, going off on your own like that. Way too risky.
I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I'd realized earlier, Mio wouldn't have done such a thing.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself. I guess what you did kind of prevented the worst, yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
And the boss man should have told me earlier.
I wonder if the director knew this was gonna happen.
Huh? Beats me. Could have gone much worse without the boss man giving a heads up. Guess the vision of Bob's pretty handy. Dude's priorities, though. Speak of the almighty.
What is it?
Way too fast with the edit. Is the director, like, omni-knowing? He has an ability called Vision, which basically allows him to see, like, to see people and things from far away. I don't believe he can see everything all at once, and that he would have to focus on specific things. But we don't really know the extent of it quite yet. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. He streams? That's so funny. Are the center's videos always streamed so soon? The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. It seems that the man under the bed actually exists. Turns its case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. The sprite work kind of reminds me of Limbus. Yeah, I can kind of see that. The style's very similar, even down to the wheelchair. I guess he is kind of like Professor X with Cerebro. He definitely seems to be able to watch Azami very closely, and that might be because she has powers, which is how Cerebro works, of course. I hope Mio's rumors fade away fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the boss man, yeah? I'll drive ya.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Our staff member who's at the scene has safely completed the investigation. The younger woman, B, had little choice but to move out. As for the woman, A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we have lost all contact with her and are unaware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Miss A is safe and sound. He knew she was coming, knew her name and power before she even needed to know she needed to seek them out. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess she had mentioned seeing ghosts to other people before, but I don't think they were people that he knew, presumably. So yeah, he might just have some kind of, he might just be aware of things, like, without even trying. Who would win in a fight, Mr. X or Professor X? I mean, Professor X is the most powerful psychic in, at least, X-Men canon. And because Mr. X doesn't have that strong of a mind, really, I would say Professor X probably would win almost instantaneously. Now, if Mr. X had Juggernaut's, like, anti-psychic helmet, he could whip Professor X's ass. Like, without any issue at all. Which is why Juggernaut wears that. This case came to an intriguing conclusion.
After what happened to Mio,
I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? She hasn't done enough to be prosecuted.
will Aiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair.
Yes, unfair indeed. However, I would remind you that there are many forms of accountability. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That card you brought with you.
More importantly, were you watching through your vision again? Director, don't you feel any emotions?
Emotions are an interesting research topic. That is where rumors and urban myths originate.
Forget I mentioned it.
Banger incoming. Looking forward to it. Ah, exquisite.
What is it?
Take a good look at this card.
It's as if it's predicting
the tragedy about to befall you.
What exactly is this card?
This is one of the Illuminate cards. They're rumored to be prophetic. Fucking cuts to the Illuminate card game releasing in stores now. The card is prophetic? It happened 7 years ago, too. Director, I actually have one of these cards is said to foretell the end of the world. I'm curious about the fate of the card's owner. It seems everything is in motion now. And that's enough for today. Do I believe in prophecies? I'd believe a good-sounding one. If it sounds bad... Wait, is this an Illuminate card? Why do you have that? Since when did I have this card with me? How should I know? Well, good work, Zammy. Catch you next week. Tomarigi here. About the new face of the center? Seems unrelated to the other incident. Megaria hasn't shown much we could look into. Oh my god, she's a mole. She's on Twitter! Roger that. Out. Back then, we couldn't have possibly have realized what was about to happen. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Wait, is this episodic? It wasn't purchased in episodes, but it does appear to be like a Monster of the Week sort of setup. And as Jasmine said, I'll see you next week. I'm gonna save. I mean, I guess I did just save, so I'm gonna exit real quick before we see anything coming up for next week. Now that just got me hooked. I have to see episode 2. Yeah, I've been pretty fucking tired for this whole stream. So really, you're lucky you got as much as you did. Count your blessings. But I'll see you all next week. We're playing more of this next Wednesday, same time as always. And I'm going to find somebody to raid right now. Same time as always, 6 p.m. EST. And hopefully I will have more energy next week. It looks like each chapter is about 4 to 5 hours long, so it's like a perfect stream length. Let's go! That's what I always desire. Fuck yes. I'm gonna send you guys to Ella Majel. Because they are apparently playing Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Which, it seems like a pretty good game. I haven't played any Kirby games, but, I hope you enjoy it. As always, I will see you next week. Have an excellent week of your own. Bye-bye.